All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California.
Got this. Ready to break. 58, Mike. I got one. Check 4. Greystone, travel.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, 79! 79!
Sponge! No! Check 26, check 26.
Hey, Delta! Go! 80 weapon.
From the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Hey, watch the screen.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Out.
Get it.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
White 90.
Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Hey, Rocket. 12.
Watch the slap.
Hey, Zoom.
53 to Mike. 53.
Play action now. Rivers. Caught by Allen. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Hey, 58 is
Orange spot 4.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Watch safety 3. Watch out.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On the set. General West.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Slam.
Ready?
And some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Blue draw Corkers.
Now the third-year back out of Texas, Deontay Foreman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's turned like clockwork right now for them.
Running on first down, Eckler. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Black 15.
Squeeze, double. Check.
On second down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. A first down throw for Brissett. He'll have a first, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and picked up by the Chargers.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across. That's the 40-yard line. We're set on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rivers hands off to Eckler. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Hey, here we go.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Justin Houston. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch twist.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, high 7.
37's the mic.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and a big... Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's see what you got. Check 50. Check 50. Zoom, zoom. Mike 42. Mike 42. Ready? Mike 42. Mike 42.
Get that quarterback. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Let's go.
Let's check in with our referee.
Come on, set. Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 42. Mike, check Mike 42. Here we go.
Brissett to throw on first. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
42 the mark.
A second down throw for Brissett. Complete to Hilton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
To number 13. A gain of 6 yards.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Mike 10.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. And what's the call here?
Let's go, baby.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Rivers. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mike 58 right there. Hey, they're scared.
Now Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hey, Haywood!
53's
White! Left behind!
3rd and long for Rivers. He wants it all for the end zone. This is intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Rivers out quickly here to Allen. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Alpha! 61, match spot, left.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch the whip. Hey, orbit. Get on! Get on!
Now Rivers. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Bryant is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Brissett sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Brissett. Buying time to his left. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Benjamin. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
On second down, Brissett again. He's got it to Hilton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jared Davis coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On second down now, it's Mack. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 75 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
58. Wahoo. He's scared. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Ball can see best ball.
80 high.
They go play action. Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
55. Mike.
Hey, Delta.
53. Mike. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
You got 3.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let him run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a toss play to Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers has got it to Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Round 80. White, 85.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Select 15! Load it! Load it!
On first down, Foreman, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Going on the ground with Eckler.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
1st and 10, Stick. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
218, chop.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 52 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
42's the mark, 42's the mark. And here we go. Watch the
Brissett finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. 12 yards there and a first down. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Brissett, and with it flagged down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And the ball is knocked out, and this is recovered by the Chargers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Come on. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Greystone, travel. Ready, now.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off play action, it's Stick. Out to his left. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play, as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Brissett throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funches. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. To throw is Brissett. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 15 yards on the play. First down. They're going to go play action now with Stick. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Stick looking to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pull it high. Hey, box drop.
3rd and long. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
yeah,
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.